Are you ready to set yourself apart from everybody else? If so, then stay tuned because I'm going to share with you some daily rituals and habits of a high value woman that sets you apart from the crowd. Because being a high value woman isn't about looking the part, okay? It's not about looking expensive. It's more about becoming your higher self, becoming the girl of your dreams by how you live, how you think, and how you treat yourself. Hi babes, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Alexis Alize and I am all things feminine energy, beauty, wellness, and just all about helping you become your best self. So if you're into feminine energy and just all things glow up tips and self-development, make sure you give this video a like and also subscribe. I would love to have you in this community, sister. My tea for today is chai tea and I have some dairy-free creamer in there. So delicious. Chapter number 1, we are going to talk about morning grounding, okay? Waking up in the morning and having a still presence. A high value woman that's really set apart from everybody else in this day and age, what she does is she wakes up and she starts her morning with stillness. She wakes up calm and connected. I talk about this a lot in my other videos, but if you don't have a soft girl morning routine, this is your sign to definitely get one. And that can be looking like going for a walk or journaling. Like I'm talking about waking up and not picking up your phone, okay? Not waking up and instantly scrolling, rushing in a hurry. No, even if you have to wake up earlier, just so you could have a slower morning, then yes, that's what we're gonna do, okay? We're gonna wake up, we're not even gonna touch our phone. Even if you just lay in bed for 2 minutes and just meditate on your day and say, you know what? Today's gonna be a good day, and just fill yourself with self-love affirmations and just like, you know what I mean? Like really prepare yourself for the day. I give these 2-minute examples because I really want you to understand, babe, that you can really start your day in softness in the smallest way. It doesn't have to be this big, long, drawn out routine. I mean, like, you know, I love my soft girl routine and it is a little bit drawn out, but it didn't always start this way. And I understand people are moms, they're wives, they're working 1 job, 2 jobs, so I get it. But even if it's in the smallest way, I know some people want to get up and hit the gym and go full throttle, and that's great, but I promise you, I absolutely promise you, after a while, you are going to feel burnt out and unmotivated. And that's because you're waking up in stress. You're waking up and you're putting your body immediately like in fight or flight mode, and you're stressing it out before it can even prepare for the day, okay? So wake up, don't touch your phone, even if you just lay in the bed for 2 minutes, and like I said, do a little prayer, some meditation, say some affirmations, or also you could actually journal in the morning. I love journaling in the morning. I used to always say that I would journal at night, and I used to sometimes, but I wasn't being as consistent. But now that I journal in the morning, I love it. Like it really does set the tone for my day. But it's like I also remember what I journaled this morning and how I wanted my day to plan out as far as how I feel throughout my day, to remain grateful and to remain mindful. So it keeps me on my toes because it's like, oh yeah, I journaled this morning, so I'm going to hold myself accountable. I love that. And so even if it's just 5 minutes meditating, 5 minutes writing in your journal, doing those little small things is what's really going to set you apart and really set the tone for your day. And this is for my boss babes, okay? Hear me loud and clear. Slow down when you're brushing your teeth. Slow down when you're getting dressed. What are you rushing for? If you're rushing because you're late, wake up earlier in the morning. Because just doing that, your body is in constant stress. And I talked about this before, but I never realized like how much my body was addicted to stress and how much I always had to be on go, 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 go. I would literally get dressed super fast when honestly I didn't even have nowhere to go. Like I catch myself sometimes still brushing my teeth super fast. And in that moment, I catch myself and say, slow down, Alexis. Slow down, Miss Girl. Why are you brushing your teeth? But that's because I was in survival mode for so long, and that is a telltale sign right there. So give yourself some time in the morning to slow down, be mindful, and set the intention for the day. Chapter number 2, emotional regulation. This is so important, and this is for any aspect of your life. Like 90% of the time, babe, you don't need to work harder to get more money. You know what it is? You need to regulate your nervous system to be able to hold hold more money and to manage more money. And same with any relationship. It's not like that you need to do this or do that, or no, most of the time is you need to regulate your nervous system, okay? Nervous system regulation is the beauty ritual for peace. You want peace? Learn how to regulate your nervous system. And when you regulate your nervous system, you're not chasing drama. You're not chasing validation from anybody. You are finding that peace within. You're not over-explaining yourself. You're not being a people pleaser. You're not here trying to prove yourself. Oh my gosh, I say that with my chest out because I used to feel like I had to prove myself and over-explain myself to everyone. But girl, it's so freeing to let that go. It is so freeing to understand that, like, you know, I know who I am and I give myself clarity. I give myself validation. I don't need it from nobody else. And when you have that validation from yourself, girl, I am telling you, like, you are no longer chasing the drama, the validation, like clarity from anybody else. You're not seeking answers from any external source because it's all within you, okay? So there are tons of ways to regulate your nervous system, especially if you feel like, you know, like you're getting, like, how can I say it? Like you're getting worked out, okay? If your heart rate is start to, you know, beat a little fast, if your palms are getting sweaty, maybe something made you angry, maybe something made you upset, maybe something is making you triggered and you feel like you need to respond right now. Take a moment, try to catch yourself and take a moment and do some breath work. Oh my gosh, I know it sounds so cliche, but breath work has changed my life. Breath work and EFT tapping. EFT tapping is a series of tapping on certain points on the body while you say certain affirmations to yourself, and not even just certain affirmations, like you tell yourself what you used to believe and then you replace it with, you know what I mean, something that feels safe, that feels better, that feels more positive. And doing this really helps reprogram your mind and makes you feel safe. And you cannot be abundant if your body is in survival mode. Your body has to be safe and calm to be able to receive anything that you're looking for in any area of your life. Journaling is also another way to self-soothe and self-regulate. Sometimes we are overreacting and we are misdirecting our energy sometimes just because we're holding on to so much emotion. So journaling really helps us release all of that emotion. That's why even me, I really do want to get back to journaling at nighttime too, as well as in the morning, just because I don't want to be holding on to anything overnight. I just, you know, want to go to sleep peacefully and wake up with a clear mind and then start that next day. So definitely journaling and stretching. So I do stretch sometimes at night. Stretching is also so releasing. I used to hear people say that, but I never really tapped into it until I started stretching with intention, and especially my hips. My hips were so tight for a while, and I don't know why, because I'm flexible. It didn't make sense, right? I'm like, I'm super flexible, but why are my hips so tight? Everywhere else is like but it's because us women, we hold a lot of tension, a lot of stress, a lot of trauma in our hips. And when I started focusing on releasing that and just stretching my hips, like at nighttime, I was solely focused on stretching my hips. It was like I was releasing so much and I would just instantly feel better. So even if I had like a bad night, a bad day, and I'm about to go to bed, I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and stretch. When I stretch, I release so much and my nervous system is regulated. And I start to feel like myself again. I'm like, oh, okay, it wasn't that serious. It wasn't that deep. You know what? Tomorrow's a new day and it's all gonna work out. So I don't even know why I'm worried. You see, a lot of the times we just have to let go of that emotion. Feeling emotions, I'm not gonna get on here and tell you to be happy every single day. I get it, sis. We're humans. We have more emotion than just happy and joy. But we're only supposed to hold on to these other emotions for a short period of time. Anger, guilt, embarrassment, jealousy, whatever bad emotion that you are holding on to or that's making you sad or upset, you only are supposed to feel that, recognize it, and let it pass, release it. Our problem is a lot of times we hold on to that. We hold on to that emotion, that hurt, that trauma, and it affects us day in and day out. And now we are blocking our blessings and our heart is closed to all the things that we really want to call in, no matter how bad we want to call it in. That's why it's so important to do the inner work. And by the inner work pretty much means regulate your nervous system. Even over like small little things like road rage. If you have road rage, you are reliving that same road rage every single day because you keep reacting to the same situation the same way. Once you learn to regulate your nervous system, I promise you, you practice that, you will never have road rage ever again. And that's just an example of how it can help you from something so small, but something so big as well, like being successful and being super wealthy. And yes, meditating, journaling, and EFT tapping and breath work are like top-notch techniques to regulate your nervous system, but it can still also be simple. When I first started off with my, self-growth journey, what helped me regulate my nervous system was taking a walk. Taking a walk made me feel so much better. And sometimes just taking a nap. I was regulating my nervous system before I even knew what it meant. When I used to get overwhelmed with stress or I just didn't know what to do because life was life and I didn't know what to do, you know what I would do? Take a nap. Like, I literally used to do this because I didn't know what else to do. And every time I took a nap, I woke up and I felt better and I felt like my mind was clearer. And then an answer came to me or a solution came to me and it was like, wow. So anytime, even still to this day, sometimes like if something is super traumatic happening and my brain, I can't process, I can't even think, I take a nap. I'm telling y'all, honey, I do it real quick. Let me go ahead and take a nap because when I wake up, I'm gonna have the answer. And I didn't even realize that I was doing that back then, but I was regulating my nervous system. You have to calm your body down and let your body feel safe so you can hear the downloads from God. You can hear your intuition so you can get more creative ideas. A high value woman is gonna be one who creates, not reacts, okay? And she has emotional intelligence and emotional maturity. Chapter number 3 is self-presentation, the ritual of refinement. A high value woman who's set apart from everybody else is a woman who puts herself together even on the quiet days. Even if she's sitting in the house, she's still gonna do her skincare routine. She's still gonna put herself together. Girl, my grandmother, I love her so much. My grandmother gets herself together early in the morning and puts on her red lipstick and she don't have nowhere to go. And I used to be like, girl, who are you trying to impress? Like, what does a red lipstick on? But she was onto something and she knew what she was doing because my grandmother has always been a high value woman, okay? And it's not for validation, but it's more because she values herself, okay? She values herself more than anything, so she's gonna show up like it. And I started making these promises to myself about a year ago that even if I'm going to the grocery store, I'm gonna put myself together. I had to go out with my son earlier today and I did a little bit of makeup, I put, my hair together, even though my hair is a mess under here. It's like crazy. I have a hair appointment tomorrow, but am I walking around with a bonnet on? No. Like, I still put myself together, okay? Even if you're going to the airport, guys, I always see girls in the airport and I'm just like, no bonnets, no no sweatpants. I mean, like if it's a cute little, athleisure set that matches, of course, cute matching set is always tea. Yes, but just put in effort. Just make it look like that you have put in effort to, like into your appearance. Even if you're just picking up your kid from work, even if you're just going to the gas station, no matter what, put in some effort to how you look, okay, Miss Girl, because that tells the world right there how you feel about yourself. And let me tell you, again, it's not for validation or you're not trying to be seen. It's for you. And that right there is going to build so much confidence. I'm telling you, when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you do good. And then you're like, damn, I'm actually proud of myself for getting that done today. Oh, I'm actually proud of myself for putting myself together and now I feel better. I'm telling you, it's going to instantly brighten your mood. And again, yes, even if you're sitting in the house, still do your skincare, okay? Do not be walking around your house with a crusty face. No. We're not doing that. Brush your teeth, wash your face, do your extra skincare, put on your body lotion and all of that stuff, and I promise the way you pour into yourself is really going to shine through, okay? And you have to remember, Miss Girl, the way you treat yourself, that's going to mirror back to you because the way that you treat yourself and respect yourself is how the world is going to treat you and respect you as well. Chapter 4, boundaries and standards. I don't know why a lot of people think feminine energy is having no boundaries and standards when honestly, it's quite the opposite. It's having top tier boundaries, top tier standards. Because what sets a high value woman apart is because she is selective. She's selective with her time, with her energy, with her words, and she's not afraid to say no, okay? She's gonna say no softly, but it's still gonna be firmly because you're gonna feel it. But it's not gonna be in a disrespectful way, It's still gonna be very soft, very light, but no. You have to have boundaries and you have to have standards because this is going to protect you, okay? This is going to protect your energy. This is going to protect your peace and your mind, okay? This is going to help you from going crazy and working yourself up with bullshit that you probably didn't even have to deal with if you learn how to protect your energy and protect your peace, okay? Have boundaries, and if those people can't respect your boundaries, then they don't deserve to have access to you. And honestly, not everybody deserves to have access to you anyway. Another thing that really set a high value woman apart is accessibility. She's not accessible to everybody because, again, she understands her value and she realizes not everybody deserves my time. Not everything deserves my energy, especially if it's not in a positive light, because I'm not going to go back and forth with somebody draining my energy when I can be using this energy to create or focus on the things that I really love over here, you know? So a high value woman, she's going to have those boundaries in place and she's not going to let up, okay? She's going to stand on business. She's going to have those standards in place as well, because if you can't meet her up here, she's not lowering her standards for you. She's not. You have to meet me here. You know why? Because she's only choosing people who pour into her, not people who drain her. And that's for men. That's for women, that's for friends, that's for family. I don't choose anybody who's going to drain me. Only people that pour into me. You know why? Because I am somebody who is going to pour into you as well. So I'm going to need that in return. I'm not going to be out here, you know, pouring from an empty cup. We're not doing that. Chapter number 5, evening embodiment. This is the ritual of reflection. A woman who really sets herself apart from everyone else is a woman who understands that a good day starts the night before. So she is reflecting on her day, she's journaling, she's reading, or she just taking mental note. But I still always say journal instead of keeping it all up there. Go ahead and get it out on paper. But either way, she's taking mental note about her day, like about the things that went well, about the things that didn't go so well. She's releasing certain energies that she doesn't want to hold on to. She's having a whole major reset, okay? She isn't watching TV up until the moment that she goes to sleep. No, because she understands that that is going to already have her body in stress and she's going to wake up groggy and everything else. So she is slowly winding her body down for bed, and that can look like a numerous amount of things, okay? That can be going for a walk, that can be taking a nice bubble bath, that can be doing a 12-step skincare just to pour into yourself, that could be also reading before bed, journaling. Lately I've been picking up on a new hobby, which is coloring before bed, because I had a habit of watching TV before bed, but it wasn't like really watching TV. Okay, so I would read for like 30 minutes love the book and everything, and then getting ready to like feel tired, but then put the TV on and then go to sleep. So I really wasn't watching it, but I just wanted to get, because even like the light from the TV, like I really wanted to start getting truly some beauty rest. So after I read, I now color, and I still love how calming that is. Like what, like, and it just puts me right to sleep. I'll go ahead and color for a little bit and then boom, I'm out. Or I noticed I'll start even reading my book for a little bit longer, and it's made a huge difference in how I stay asleep, like actually longer throughout the night. I'm not waking up as much as I used to, and I'm waking up earlier without feeling groggy. Like, you know what I mean? I'm waking up in a great mood earlier than I was before. Another tip is that I take my workout clothes and I go ahead and put those out. The things that I'm gonna have in the morning, like my morning supplements and everything before my workout, I go ahead and set those up as well next to my teacup in the morning. Like I set myself up so when I wake up in the morning, I'm not having decision fatigue. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, like what am I gonna wear? And now I'm wasting 15 minutes picking out my outfit when I could have been already out the door doing my workout. Like I literally like to set the tone for my day the night before, and doing that really sets you apart because you're getting ahead of the game, okay? You are already embodying the highest version of yourself tomorrow the night before. So that higher version of yourself, okay, she isn't just going to sleep, she's resetting her energy. So as you see, much of becoming a high value woman isn't technically about doing more or having more. It's actually about doing things differently with more intention, more grace, and more devotion. All right, and that's it for this video, babe. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're still here and you really want to learn how to regulate your nervous system through EFT tapping, through self-talk rampages, meditations, make sure to check out my website because I have some on there and they are life-changing. They're actually the resources that are inside my Rich and Feminine Energy Master Academy. If you don't know what that is, I have a whole academy where I walk you through step by step on how to become the woman of your dreams, okay? I help you reprogram your mind, mind, your body, your spirit, all of that. I help you learn how to take yourself out of survival mode so you can start living your softest, richest life ever, okay? I help you become the woman of your dreams, okay? And so I have those resources in there, but for my girly pops that just want to access the EFT tapping, the meditations, even some journal prompts. I have some free journal prompts on my website. Check that out as well. Just ways to regulate your nervous system. Make sure to check all the links in my description. I love you girlies, and always remember, being high value isn't something you chase, it's something that you become, okay? And I'll see you guys next time. Love you.